poison. He's
just
clearly
smoke.
on fire.
Like normal.
I tried to figure out the best way to do a poison type damage thing, and I'm like, just do burn.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, but Aaron will be immune to him. Nah, make caustic.
I mean, that's really what spider venom is anyway.
Their
It's
bites are
digestive
full of
fluids.
lye.
Well, it's Jay's turn. He just got
All right.
bit.
Right, so he's going to shoot these nerds.
And from engaged?
Remember, he got the forearm grip.
Okay, cool.
And he's not going to fall back and leave, like, Lissa exposed.
All right.
Well, engage will add 2 difficulty and then -1 for your...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the same as medium. Not quite as good as short.
He's like holding his wrist with his other hand.
Yep.
The gun pops out the top and a little forearm grip pops out the bottom.
And let's see, I get an extra boost from Laana, right?
Yes.
Cool.
11 minus 3 is 8, so you're going to kill 2 of them.
He's also got 6 advantages.
Yes.
If I'm going to kill 2 of them, then can I just tack on 2 crits to kill 2 more?
I think you only crit once.
Can you?
You can only crit once. Every other crit that you trigger and that same attack just adds +10 to the crit roll.
So you can only kill 3 of them at once.
Okay. Then with the remaining 3, I'm going to spend 2 to give Rakcharr a boost, and 1 to give the next person a boost.
Oh, like it.
All right.
As Jay just goes crazy with his blasting.
These spiders are going to spend... These spiders have the great idea of, we're just going to pile on in on the Wookiee. They're going to spend... They go from medium to engaged.
Okay.
It's a second group, so
All
they
right.
don't... And one of them looks like it tore some ligaments in one of its legs, sort of limping now.
Okay.
They're not very smart.
Got it.
Got
not-
caught on all that delicious scrap.
Stepped in an anti-grav panel. With the fangs, Chuck.
Yes, the fangs.
Good
They
job.
missed.
Sounds like some English rock band.
It does.
It's just Rakcharr just surrounded by spiders trying to bite him. He's like, come on, you can do it. You can do it.
They're like at my fucking calves.
Yeah. Just trying really, really hard to bite him. Really, really hard. And now it's to Lissa.
Let's see. I'm actually going to walk into engage, slap a slap patch on him as the incidental, and then try to finish that spider next to him.
Good, you have a boost die.
But you are firing into engaged.
I'm firing
True.
as engaged, stepping into engaged with it.
I don't think it matters.
Matter? Oh, then I'll just stay
It'll be a...
You're in engaged, firing at engaged.
That would be a 3 difficulty die. Which would be
Well, no, that would start at 3. And then take the additional
Well, plus-
firing to
It
engage.
should
Well, no, she uses pistols.
yeah.
you pistols.
Oh, okay, then yeah, that
That's
would be
why
a
it's 3. You'll be at 3.
But hey, you have a boost.
It'll be actually better for you to shoot him at short.
Yeah, I'll shoot it short.
It'll all work
Smack
out.
him.
It'll all work out. Let me just get this percentile die ready.
I'm just stay back and slap him later.
Right.
Into engage.
Yeah, that'd be 2 difficulty die, I believe.
Mm-hmm. That one boost, and there we And no.
Spider lives to see another day.
My little thing on the bottom broke again.
It did?
No, the extra information broke on that.
Whatever. We know what it does.
Oh yeah, if
your
you put
advantage on.
semicolons in there. Don't use semicolons.
Actually, I used an apostrophe.
Then
What?
Don't use those. Oh, that's right, yeah.
MapTool has serious problems with apostrophes and some of the macro text.
It just says Bantha.
When it tries to consolidate the different things into a statement, that one breaks it.
What are you going to do with your advantage, Chris?
Well, I'm just gonna throw it on ahead.
Alright. Okay, so I would like to act... Oh, wait, damn. Spiderling group's ahead. Shit.
Okay. This spider right here is like, fuck this shit, I'm out. He gets booking it.
It disengages and then...
Intelligence?
It disengages, then, like, moves to medium, I guess, from Jay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, this is about medium. It's going to suffer 2 strain, aka wounds, attempting to reach the vents at the top of the ceiling.
Ripping itself to pieces.
Yeah, trying to.
Alright.
I mean, that makes sense. Animals probably should flee once they're injured.
Alright. Then I'll go ahead and take the first PC slot. I'll go ahead and use my maneuver from this turn to aim as well. Get all those
So now
dice
you're
on
getting
top of
4
things.
boost dice?
Yes, and I'm gonna attack that group of 4, because I know that mobs of minions work best whenever they're paired together as groups.
Mhm.
So, now don't let that cluster of 4 there survive unchallenged. Unfortunately, many of those boosts were blanks. But that looks like 11 damage with Pierce 1. I'm gonna crit with one of those.
Uh-huh.
And we'll see where the situation goes with the mob before I...
Save 11, which pierce 1, so it'll be minus that. Okay, well, let's just put it to you this way.
You know, and that's so relaxing that I'm going to spend the other 2 advantages to recover 2 strain. That felt pretty good. Just like lower down the vibro knuckler fist and...
You were healed, by the way, Aaron. He did put a slap patch on you, I believe. Correct?
Did
No,
not
she
slap
didn't end
that.
up doing that, I thought.
Okay.
Does- Put me in engage with the things.
Yes.
And that's the end of Rakchar's turn.
I'll, actually properly repair you later using all the scrap here in my toolkit.
Mm-hmm.
Literally the
Sure.
entire room
Would-
of scrap.
Rather than ending, would you want to disengage to allow everybody else to just open fire on them?
I already used my maneuver. I don't want to take 2 strain to...
Gotcha.
Wookiee passes out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright, you aimed. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. How far is Jay from that engaged clusterfuck?
That is currently medium away. Yeah, I know. This is
Okay.
medium, but that's also medium. Don't worry about it. It's nebulous.
It's fine.
Rakcharr was at the door anyways.
Right.
Well,
Well,
See, the group that I'm engaged with is the only other group that hasn't acted this turn. So if you take care of them, then that spider who's ran, he can't act anymore this round. And then the other 2 can pursue and chase him.
right. So what do you guys think? Should Jay go charging in there to try and melee the remaining spiderlings?
I would rather you snipe the other one personally.
I don't think you should go after that one. It's already acted this round. So it can't act again.
The
this
one
round.
that Rakchar's engaged with.
there's 2 of them.
Yeah, you can fight the minions that I'm fighting right now. I think that's a good idea, Aaron.
Okay. Then, yeah, okay. I'll move into short range as a maneuver. I will take 1 strain to also take an aim action.
It's more than 1 strain, I thought.
2 strain.
Is it? Okay.
If you're taking a second action, it's 2 strain.
That's fine.
Maneuver, bro.
Do not mind. And then he's gonna shoot those spiders.
Yeah, shoot 'em good.
Pew 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 pew.
And this would be difficulty 2 in this case, right?
What's the modifier for shooting into an engaged?
If you're using heavy
I'm not
weapons-
sure if it's +1 difficulty or upgrading.
I
I
think
thought
it
it
upgrades.
upgraded.
Okay,
I think
then,
so, and then if you despair, you hit the other person.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Hey,
this
well,
will
I have a
have
question. I have a
1
que-
challenge
I
die.
have a question for you, Aaron. What are you using? What gun?
My wrist blaster.
Is it a heavy gun?
Yes.
That upgrades it by 2.
Oh.
Except Oh.
Yes, it does. I have I just looked it up right now.
What page is that so I can read up on
I
it?
thought that was making range attacks while engaged.
Maybe I'll check.
He's not engaged right now. That would be if he were engaged.
This is not the book I wanted.
And
This is
if
not
that
what
is
the
the
wife
case, then that would also be incorrect because
So he's just making a range attack at an engaged target, which just upgrades the difficulty of his check by 1, and that's on page 210 of the core rulebook.
When attacking a target engaged with an ally, the attacker upgrades the difficulty of the check by 1. Okay, so you got 1 red. Never mind.
okay, so I'm attacking with 1 red.
All right.
You can do it.
Yeah, I can.
Triumph real hard.
You tried.
They're dead.
Yeah, one of them had 1 health.
Right, I'm just saying they're dead.
So you can upgrade an ally's next check, so you can actually like turn one of their ability dice into a proficiency dice, Aaron.
Does that include non-combat checks? Like if combat ends right now?
No.
I don't think so, no.
No. You're not going to game the system like that, Aaron.
Is combat ended, or does somebody want to shoot the last one?
I want to shoot the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Well,
figured.
then there you go.
You got
Enjoy your upgrade.
upgrade complete.
I can move into short and then take a shot.
Yep.
We're just going to call this short.
Yeah, that's kind of how I've been doing it.
Please.
Mistakes were made!
The 2 that were coming down the hole were actually diplomats coming to greet us.
Like, how do you do, strangers? Welcome to our planet.
Welcome to our... Oh, God, it hurts.
Hey, it's just all like self-defense that they've been trying to do, and they get shot at every single turn.
Well, then they shouldn't have startled Jay so much.
Startled.
Enough to shoot.
He falls down from the... And with the splat on the ground.
Alright.
We all know Jay has a hairpin ocular trigger.
It's also a crit because of the success and the...
Well, doesn't really matter. It's dead either way.
It
I know,
blows
it's
up even more.
Is that the end of the combat, Jordan?
That is the end of combat.
Alright, I recover 1 strain.
Laana is really, really recovering all the strain.
That was actually a more relaxing fight for me, strain-wise. I think that's great for my character to be like, I feel so much better now.
Venting all that
Piled
Wookiee
on
rage.
by spiders.
Yep.
And now that combat's over, Jay's going to fish into his storage compartment and slap a patch on that hole.
I'll keep mine.
Yeah, I don't want to look inside right now. It's a little gnarly.
Yeah, he slaps a patch over it so that he doesn't have to look at it.
And then your datapad beeps, Chris.
Alright, let's see if I can, like, startle any more of these spiderlings out. You know, just, like, make sure. Just, like, starts chucking the bodies through the webs.
It's titled the final words of the engineer Captain Donnelly.
Damn it, Donald.
I feel like he gave himself that title.
If you're reading this, well, I know it's a cliche, but I'm dead. The Donnelly Cross. 4 years ago, we crashed upon this barren fucking rock. Barren? What the hell did I say? No. 4 years ago, we crashed upon this verdant rock. There we go. Every day has been a struggle ever since. At first, we thought it was a good thing that we were on a fucking planet that had life, had oxygen that we could breathe. And wouldn't you know, the gravity was close to, Coruscant average.
That's in character, by the way.
Anyways, we have no idea why we came here. Some random fault with the hyperdrive, I don't know. Thing fucking blew out on the way here, and we had to make emergency repairs in flight for the thing to even stop working. And then of course the moment we entered this system, we thought we're saved. We can actually stop and make repairs at a normal pace. No. Something fucking hit us as we entered the atmosphere of this fucking planet. We don't know what it was, but it blew out. It blew out all the ion engines, and we came careening down upon this planet.
So, this is a ship without ion engines, but maybe with a hyperdrive, and our ship has ion engines, but yeah.
Even our ion engines were having
The
trouble.
crash ruined the ship. Those who survived were quickly gathered outside of it for fear of potential explosions.
Fair fear.
After a couple of days, it became apparent that the ship was not going to explode, and in fact was in surprisingly decent condition for a just crashed ship. We took what we could out of the armory and out of the supply holds to furnish a settlement somewhere to the southwest. Wasn't much, but we had the distress beacon up and running. Everything looked good. That the Empire would come and rescue us eventually. Boy, how fucking wrong we were. You would think we would realize that after a year of sitting on our asses, dealing with wildlife, dealing with the random-ass fucking wildlife of this planet, that we would eventually realize that they were never coming. No. The fucking captain didn't even rule it out that it was until about last month. And then sent off patrols to the north and south to try to find something he was looking for. He seemed a little on edge. Ever since that day, though, we've been losing more and more people to wildlife attacks. People coming in with strange bites. Ending up dead the next morning after having convulsed the entire night in pain. It's not pretty. Lost a good friend to something that bit him. He only described it as many legs before he died. Whatever it was, these things also seem to be able to affect machines as well. We ripped the turbo laser batteries from the guns and tried to use them as defenses in case of wildlife attacks. They got into the machinery and corroded them and ruined them. We didn't know. Then they came. I don't know who they are or what they want. But they took what was left of the crew here. Only I remained. So I came here to the last place, my only home left in the entire galaxy, the engineering bay of the ship. And here I am writing this fucking last will and testament, or whatever the hell it's going to be called. I don't know. If you're reading this, get the fuck off this rock. It's of no use to you. Engineering Captain Donnelly signing off.
Surprised he kept his rank for 4 years. Considering the engineering situation did not work out very well. Also,
Right. But that little record is something nice to bring back to the imps.
Oh, they'll be real happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they'll be happier if we come back in 2 months with the slave drive and then never speak of any of this to anyone.
Oh, of course.
P.S. The bridge codes are Alpha Delta Tango Niner.
Wink.
Wink.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, thanks, Donnelly.
Well,
Real
You're
question
the crew member that we should have had.
What are you doing, Grimith?
I think he's building a fort.
I'm stacking the bodies in the doorway. Clearly.
Yeah, it's because you want to piss the mother off.
I was told about they, and so Rakcharr is going.
Building
Rakcharr is going to like
barricade.
yeah,
You'll set them up in positions that look like they're prepared to attack should anybody
fangs
approach.
out.
Just take, Rakcharr is going into like tower defense mode here.
All right.
Now only
Off the
4 of the
directional.
minions can get at it instead of 8. No.
Well, what
well,
do now?
I think we should start looking for those hyperdrive parts.
All right.
Yep. And Jay's just gonna keep his gun drawn and on the lookout while they do that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a mechanics check at a difficulty 3, but I'm gonna spend a dark side point.
I will assist. As much
Upgrade
as
that.
possible.
Upgrade one of those to a challenge die.
I'll
there's
assist with
chance
the
that-
mechanical stuff while the other fighters are on lookout. It sounds like.
Or building
Jason
towers.
is-
Hey, I'm on lookout. This is defense, man.
He's standing on top of the spider corpses.
No. I'm ready. I don't want to make coordination checks. I'm just ready for they.
Whoever they are.
The others.
Oh no, I assume that they is a faction. It's their proper title.
It's B's faction. They.
He's a member of they.
They.
One of them.
Can Jay join with they?
I don't know. Do you have the they-ness?
Yeah.
Have you farmed enough dailies for exalted reputation?
No.
Yes.
No.
Let's pretend he has.
No.
I'm back. Sorry.
Right. So moving forward.
I see it as
So,
a fortress of corpses.
We're waiting for your mechanics check, although you might not have actually been here when it was discussed.
Yes, there is apparently a mechanics check for like I don't know
Finding.
what was the purpose.
Finding hyperdrive parts.
Finding hyperdrive parts. Jordan
Three.
had 2 purples and 1 red because Jordan
And-
spent a dark side point.
And I'm assisting with boosts.
2 boosts.
Indeed.
Boosts.
Boost that.
Dose boost.
Well,
I did it.
Welcome.
that's boring.
Yep. It's
Basic
just a
success.
simple success.
You found the thing, the induction manifold. Sure, we'll call it that this time.
The induction manifold flux capacitor.
Yeah.
So what's... It's a manifold that induces tachyons?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
It's not currently on
Even
fire.
though
Has it recently been on fire?
I'm assuming we were searching for a working part.
It's working, yeah. The question is, how long do you quantify recently on fire?
I quantify to the point that it would not be usable.
It was on fire sometime in its life.
The area around it was on fire.
It looks perfectly usable, though.
It'll be fine, don't worry. I mean,
It's less broken than our manifold.
our manifold is literally worse condition than Jay.
Your manifold's
manifold
cracked.
is slimy.
Right. I don't really understand how there's like any sort of like condition or like like descriptor values that you need assessed to this. If it is at
The
any
search
degree
was to
like
find a functional one.
yes,
It's functional.
It worked.
It works.
that makes it better than the one we currently possess.
Exactly.
You got it. Congratulations.
That's
The
Best
boring, but
manifold on the
congratulations.
planet.
How long does it take us to salvage these parts that we need?
Oh,
for the
about 30 minutes. Just gotta take it out of the current hyperdrive.
I get it.
What
This
state
campaign
is the
runs.
rest of the hyperdrive
This
in?
campaign runs on 30 minutes. Everyone.
I like the...
It's twice as much as
minutes.
the last campaign.
Well, you got it. Now what are you guys gonna do?
What condition is the rest of the hyperdrive in?
Barely working?
But it works.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I assume we also take any additional parts we might want to swap in.
Sure.
Well, what I'm going to do after we have that is go back to the ship and fix our ship.
By yourself.
You're spraying your...
While we still need mechanical work for the
I mean,
safe circuit.
I don't have a problem with you going back and dropping that off in the cargo bay or something, but
Yeah, we do need to get that back to the ship.
Remember they part of the whole notepad.
Yeah, there's that too.
How encumbering are the hyperdrive parts?
3.
Oh, I could easily just slap
They're
it
not-
off.
So we just pocket the parts.
It's not that big. It's just that you had to get at the part inside of like a series of other parts.
Cool, guys. All we did was blow the fuse.
Well, I mean, I could pretty easily just put it on the back of the speeder, go back, drop it off, come right back in.
Right. What if they have ranged weapons?
What if
And she dies.
What if they appear?
What if they are already aboard the ship?
There is nothing at this moment that critically requires us to separate the party.
Nothing.
Here, just stick the parts in Jay. They can have them over his dead body.
Stick them in me. Stick it in me.
Just shoving it right in Jay. I'll have to clear
Oh,
out
you
some-
just cram those parts in.
Yes.
Is there anything in this bay that would be mechanically speaking, are we able to locate anything that would be salvageable as usable parts for to use for ourselves or to possibly sell?
Yes, but a lot of those parts are really, really big and require more than an more than a speeder to transport them.
Later.
That was basically if we have time type
You
thing.
have time and yeah.
If we have
So
time to care to try to push all of the webbing and whatever off of them and then try
How
to
much-
extricate them.
Yeah.
How much were we being paid for delivery of this?
Oh, he said based on value of what you bring back.
Based on
Right.
the
So
You fell into the moth's trap.
So it's entirely, well, we got the payment up front as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But the point being, how much we make from this trip might depend on how much we can squeeze it for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it definitely depends.
I don't think the Moff would have sent us here for bits and pieces of just some starship. He could get those.
Oh, I meant other things we can sell to third parties afterwards.
Yeah. Pay
I'm still
data.
not sure though that
That's-
once we
We
have,
have a very large cargo hold. But anyways, I digress.
once we have that slave drive, I need to fix the ship before we do any more salvaging.
Okay. Then let's head to the bridge then.
To the bridge. Da, 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 da.
I will take apart my fortress and just leave them as just warning symbols to others.
Deal
In
with
the
it,
time-
Spider.
In the time we were removing the parts, he's put them all on pikes.
Where'd you get the pikes? Don't ask.
Rip them out of
the legs of other spiders. But yeah, gun drawn this time.
We were just diplomats. Why are they with their heads on? Don't understand.
This is our form of diplomacy.
These two-legged creatures are so hostile.
This means vendetta.
Anyway,
Is.
anyways,
spiders
you continue down the same corridor because that's the way you came through. You pass by the open gash, still daytime, or what passes for daytime on this planet, and keep on walking. And you're walking. And it's getting dark again. Seems like
ongoing scanner goggles.
What do you mean it's getting dark again?
it's as if the power conduits in this area of the ship do not work.
Okay.
Jargon.
I just wasn't sure if it was like we were going into darkness or if the power was failing.
No, just going into darkness.
Into darkness.
And flip goggles back down.
The darkness subsumes you.
Great thing about these goggles is that they wouldn't actually blind you if sudden light happened because they also protect from high light or bright light conditions.
It's just really tight sometimes.
Maybe yours are. You should adjust that strap.
No.
Anyways, you pass by a closed door with a non-functioning keypad next to it.
Have we seen any signs that say like armory or munitions or anything like that? Or
Make a perception check with what's just a 1 difficulty.
Well, didn't we find a sign pointing us to the armory earlier?
No.
Or
Laana-
just the general you would go this way or
it seems
So
we're
yeah,
standing
we
in front
find
of
the armory.
We're standing in front of the armory when I look.
Yeah, you're staying in front of the armory, and just as you're sort of toying with the keypad, it lights up.
Huh.
Please insert passcode.
When does it
Fuck.
talk?
It's like the thing reading on the top of the screen.
The keypad itself is a droid.
I don't suppose the bridge codes would work for that, would it?
Could I
Well,
go in her
Slap him in there.
codes accepted?
Oh.
Rakcharr nods astutely. Like,
They didn't really care about security on this ship, did they?
The door is only open halfway.
It's enough to look inside.
Back.
Doors jammed.
well, Rakcharr will like walk open to the door, and I suppose I'll try to athletics this unjamming event.
Gonna Wookiee it open.
Oh god.
Gonna unjam it. Mm.
What am I looking at here, Jordan?
Difficulty 3, but I think you got this.
Actually, can Jay help out to give a boost die?
Sure.